So that's why this afternoon we're going to discuss a little bit about what is the importance of this BMR to your curriculum and to your grade, because this really have a greater impact specifically of your grades and how you are being graded, how much is that, and why is it at the end of the school year you will say, oh, my grade is very low. Oh, I'm a scholar. Did I have a low grades? So let's see. So here, this is our grading system. So according to the retention policy way back now in the school year 2021 and 2022, so here B4, section B4, this is for the level 1 and level 2 grading system. So if you notice, this is for the non-integrated subjects without laboratory. So in your retention policy, in your student handbook, it is stipulated there that your written exam, you will get 50%. And then added to your comprehensive exam. Comprehensive exam is your major exam, December na. Okay? The end of your first semester. By November, but then your examination will be this coming December. That will be 50%. But because of this, example, you have a low score in your written exam, like quizzes, lab exam, assessment, activity, and then you have also low score in comprehensive exam. So that's why students will get a low grade. Did you get the point? Because it has a high impact according to your policy. Now, however, the BMR team come up with this. So we divided. For the written exam, we will get only 25% for that. Okay? Are you happy? So, annual examination activity, don't be absent. Activity module, I have assignment, I have quizzes, tests, assessment, we have sit work. Now we will let you compute or something like that. And then group activity, assignment and group activity. You know your groupings for your research and lab examination and the like. Okay? You will get 25%. Are you happy? Of course. And what about this one? For the comprehensive exam, instead of 50%, we will get only how much? 25. Very good. Okay? How about manuscript? Because you need to revise. Of course, your effort. We will give 25% for that. And how about your final defense? Okay, this is the most interesting part. You will get also 25%. So this is the breakdown. Tentatively, we will have December 12. That's our schedule. You take note with that. 1 to 3 p.m. Because this is a 100 items inside. So, what does comprises of your 100? Maybe I will have 70, and Dr. Masaloma will give 30. Okay? Or it could be 65. Alright? So, come up with 100 items. That's the questions. Okay? And then, our final defense on either May 4 or May 5. Because you will become third year soon. Earlier, we can finish. Okay? Because third year will start possible by June. So again, third year and fourth year usually will start by June in next school year. Okay? For first year and second year, we will start by July. So that's why we will do early. Because you will have more time to revise. Revise your manuscript. Because there is a final submission of your hardbound. 3 copies. Prepare 3 copies. 1 for the office, MEU office or MRU, Medical Research Unit. We have actually the Medical Research Unit. Under the chairman, Okay? So meaning you will extract the entire manuscript from chapter 1 to 5 and put it in a mini journal. And I will give you the format. Again, all in all, this is 25. So 75 na, and then the written is 25. A total of 100%. So that's how you are being rated for this. Okay, so good luck now to your comprehensive exam. So, for the final defense, I would like to emphasize this one. This is a separate. Because in your tuition fee, you pay for the research, for the lecturers. But however, for the paneling, during May 4 or 5, just prepare this one. Supposedly, this is 5,500. But you will pay at the cashier, you will get processing fee, the admin fee, of 20%. So just prepare this one. So example, in your group, you are 10 members, you divide the amount. Okay? And then, this is my group. Okay? Group 1 will prepare and this, only one will pay to be the leader or the secretary. And then members will contribute. And also, include that one in your budget plan. Okay? This budget. Because some of you will go to IRP, will go to other experts, no? Grammarian, it could be statistician, what else? Like you have plagiarism, checker. If there will be a fee, that will benefit for you, much better. But if you will go to other school, of course you will ask you payment for that. You include that one in your budget. Everything, like you will have personal, like you will have experimental design. So you will do the experiment in a laboratory. You will hire an tech to do it, to make lab instruction, whatever it is, you will pay. There will be payment for cost for that. You will hire. And then you will include how much is your expenses, you will include that one in your budget. Okay? Because they will see also, during the presentation, oral defense, you will check their budget plan if it really fits to your research. Or the overspent na ba mo. Ma'am, dami na may 1 million. Data mo. So, check on it. Okay? Another thing. Alright, these are our remaining topics. So, this afternoon, I'll be discussing, we will recall for chapter 1, the output. How far did you go now with your manuscript? Okay? So, at the end of this, or this afternoon, or maybe tomorrow, okay, you will give me an update on this. You will send me the list of names of your members, put them on the leader, group number, and then you update it. Now, may I ask, what happened to your group? Is it dissolved? Or are you merging with other groups? How many groups in this batch? Only 11. And 11 groups, how many members each group? 2? 2 people? 14 or? Okay. Because you are 125. Okay. That's better because that's why it's good to have 2 sessions. No, it could be May 4 or May 5. Because if you cannot finish on May 4, you will continue the next day. Okay? So here, we don't have, you will have a black exam without Masalonga's lecture. Correct? He told you, no? You don't have assessment 1 but only block exam. Of course, by August 6, we don't have a class. And then presentation 2 for activity number 2, we will present to the child the output now, this time. And of course, at the same time, opening of Silakas, mga players. Another, this time, we will discuss now the tools of quantitative research. So, if you have Quali, also, I can incorporate that one during that lecture. Because tools, these are your study tools and what are your preparation. Okay? And then, activity 3, data processing. We have assessment and exams. Just take note of the date. Okay, but anyway, I will share this one to your mayor so that you can visualize properly. And then here, finalize proposal. How many of you have started to go to the IRB now? How many groups? Not yet? No, okay. Because we will give you time. Usually this BMR2 is more on reinforcement, review, okay? Because this time, you will focus on chapter 4 and 5 because data gathering. Okay? So once you have your IRB approval, your clearance, then you will, okay, have conference meeting, okay, among your groups to revise, to incorporate, to tally your data that was, you're about to gather. And you have basic technical writing and effective scientific presentation. And of course, I will put December 3 to 11, that is study day, if you don't have other activities for that. And then in the second semester, this is very crucial because that's the time you will do consultation now. You will go to your advisors. Now, if you have problem with your advisors, you can approach me or Mr. Ron if you want to. Like for example, those who are under Dr. Arleta and there's no replacement, we can look for another. It could be Dr. Banahay, it could be Dr. Masalungan. No? Okay, we will assign you to a different advisors. And take note of the date, April 2 to February 2 to April 16. Okay? Chapter 1 to 5 na lang yung i-prepare. Okay? So that's why first semester, we will have a recap. Okay? And then second semester, continue na mo. While during this time, I think if you are really prepared, you are ready now, you can start data gathering after your IRB. So IRB sa mo. So, you have your approval. Proposal ng hearing approval. No? Then you will present that one to the IRB. They will get that one. And then, take note of the date, April 17. What does that mean? Meaning, you will submit now the soft copy via email to Dr. Masalunga and CCB. Okay? Because I'm going to submit that one to the panelists so that they can read ahead of time. Okay? And of course, the big day. So, for this batch, the previous batch, what they did is that they prepare certificates for the panelists. Kaya short lang ako, acknowledgement, mayor, certificates for the panelists. Dividend. No involvement. Certificates na. A sort of token for appreciation for the panelists na and who are those present on that day. Okay? Advisors and certificates. Okay? Any questions so far? Clarifications? At the back, can you hear me?
Yes.
Say hi! Very far. Hello! I cannot see your beauty there. So that's why this paper is very interesting because someday you will become a scientist, a researcher. Because someday one of you, a doctor, scientist, who will discover a field to beautify your classmate. Diba? With the FDA approval, I have a pill that will help you beautify. Diba? Skincare. So, one of you will become, could be a scientist, doctor, wherein discover a new pill to treat cancer. Who loves to become a researcher? Mga clinicians. You are. That's why this biomedical research is very important for you. This is the training ground. When you become resident, when you go residency, you are required to have this individual. Okay? Individual research. So you will examine examine, like for example, morbidity or mortality, or incidents or prevalence that could be related to OB-GYN cases. It could be stroke, it could be MI, in different field. It could be in the community. PCM, your favorite subject. MR, yes, researcher. Alright. So, this one is your rubrics, by the way. Ano ko ano? You can view. Can view nyo. There are criteria, research. I will send this one to your mayor. Okay, I'll just show it to you, just a glance now at this. And I will share this one so that you can prepare during the final presentation. Alright. How about this one? Journal. So aside from the manuscript, I will show you next meeting how it looks like. And then this journal, ay mga standard template. Shorten na siya. Okay? So, I will give this one to your mayor. What to put in the introduction, the major guidelines na, even the font size, the referencing bibliography, figures, if you will use like graph, histogram, it really depends. No? If you're using bar chart, no? And then even conclusion, acknowledgement, and then referencing. This is the format now for your journal. And you gather all, and then you compile as one for your batch. So last school year, and you are now the second batch now, who will do this journal. Another thing, this one now is guidelines. So what is the size now? Even the color. Now, what color would you prefer? Rainbow? LGBT? Rainbow? Red? Red ba na ang color? Green? Kasi ka na green. So that's why you vote, no? Among your classmates. Do you like maroon? And a green color? And then kung say text niya color. Gold? White? Or the light of rainbow? Mag-lisod ang kakita. So, tingin color, no? So for the activity one, kumusta lang ko, no? This is now how you are in the pyramid, no? Sir Ron already discussed this one in your BMR 1, no? How to finalize this one. Now, if you have co-authors, meaning your advisor, if they would like to, you will include it here. And then month and year, the title page. This is the cover page, meaning the outside, meaning the hardbound. And then the inner, what to indicate there. And recommendation for oral examination, you include your advisor. Okay? And then, of course, we have with us our University of Research Director, no other than Dr. Lorenzo Maria de Guzman. Okay? And then, approval sheet. No? Now, yes, question. Now, the proposal approval, you will attach that one in the appendices. Okay, so you will keep it because the ARB will look into it. You will get it. But during the attachment of the final hardbound, appendices na siya. Okay, and I will transmit the letters ninyo. Okay, you will get the information from the registrar, the number of students. So, mag-make note, letter, and then approvahan sa dean and the registrar. If you you will get information. Because, data privacy and confidentiality. Okay, of your classmates. So this one, the thesis committee. And then, hopefully, Dr. Lorenzo will join us during the panel. Usually, he's the chairman. And then, of course, this now, if you have your clearance already from the IRB, you will place it here in your manuscript. Any questions so far? Acknowledgement. Now, when you put your acknowledgement, you say, I would like to say thank you to my boyfriend for that. So that is the guidelines now. Formal, you have problem. So, do not put ako mga suitable term. So, kaya mga love life, I would like to say thank you to Lord God for bringing my beautiful girlfriend, inspiration, for helping me to finish my manuscript. So, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to your professor, to your advisor. So, kaya mga love life, yan na natin. Kaya na sa ice cream. And then abstract, there is a format also for that. And then this is the example for the old one. And then table of contents. Now, I would like to emphasize the lumbering the aging. There is a specific guide for that. So, kung namin yung chapter 1, do not put number 1 there. On the next page number 2, and so na. So, you omit din ang 1. So, table of contents, just follow. It really depends on your research. Okay? This is only a guide. If this is applicable, then you can indicate. If it's not, do not put anything that is not part of your research. Example, experimental. Then butan mo siya kukuha nyo. So, if does not include, do not put there. Because the more you will put there, the more questioning. And during the paneling, they will ask you, members of the team, randomly. So that's why, if those students now will not help, only they will contribute and sleep. So, if at the end of the school year, during your final oral defense, they will ask you, and you cannot answer, someone will help. Okay? And of course, this time, teamwork din siya. Teamwork in order to finish your task, because during second semester you are very busy. Why? You have another favorite subject, parasitology, and of course pediatrics. Okay? You are very busy. That's why as early as now, you are free now to go to IRB, submit your approval so that you can start. If there is a feedback from the IRB that you can gather information and you can gather data, start immediately. So that hitting na lang. Okay? And transcribing all the data. Data entry, data cleaning, okay, data privacy, confidentiality. In the methodology, that is now your guide. These are the steps that the researchers like to do. No? Specifically the procedure. So you will immediately know how will you do it? No? How or what the researcher, what, where, when. This is only a guide. If this is applicable to you, of course, list of tables, of course, list of figures, and just have to look at this. And chapter 1, so first from the least important, and then why you will conduct this study. And of course, you will put their gap most important. Why you will conduct this study? Why this is different from previous studies? What's the difference? What is new in your study? Okay? New in siya before. You have an outline here, also as your guide. And if you guys can remember the kanyang objectives, right? Itong PICO formula, objectives? SMART. Be smart. Again, what does SMART stands for? So you always bring that one with you until you become a doctor, because you always use that term SMART in every way, in everything that you do. Right? If you will go to physical diagnosis, you will get information from your patients. You will follow that sequence. Okay? And then the difference between theoretical and then conceptual. What's the difference? Yes? Tipo.
So basically, theoretical is having a theory to be backed on, while conceptual is having the independent and dependent variables to be backed on.
Plus points. So I just take note of for those who will answer. Sure. And then conceptual framework. Okay, again, input, process, output. What does input indicates? It can be your variable. Now, of course, that's the most important thing. Now, from your title, coincide it to your specific objectives and, of course, your conceptual framework. Yan, simultaneous na sila. Diba, Sir Ron emphasized that one. It should be, there will be continuity. Now, Mr. Lucayana, what do you mean by significance of the study? What comes in your mind when you talk about significance of the study? How significant is study?
Significance of the study. So significance of the study is it's how the study contributed to a specific field, how it will contribute to the current studies. So probably it may fill the gaps, and then it will also determines the what do you call this?
Okay, thank you. So, meaning to say, how important your study? Yeah? To whom? No, it will benefit. Who are those? The leaders? Only the leaders and the researcher? Okay. The population. Very good. It could be your subjects, respondents. It could be the community. It could be, if example, if that is inside the campus, who are those? The dean, the admin, no? And so forth. Even you, as a student, you will benefit this study, because if I am the person who will read your manuscript, no, it should be interesting, right? The moment they are going to, open your book, from the title, I really like it. No, the reader, it will attract the reader to read for them. Okay? As they open, they look, it will benefit for me. Okay, I will use this research in my future. So your junior, or the freshman will look into your research. They will go to the library and, this is the group of Mr. Tipon. I like their manuscript. Very systematic, no? And very informative. I really like it. So, this would be my reference. Because the validity, is it true that only the past 5 years you will use as the reference? Why? What's the reason behind it? Why it's only 5 years? 10 years? It's evolving. It should be the current events now and issues related to health. It could be related to medicine. It could be related to studies that you have. So that's why. But according to say that if and when, if that is 1999, but that is really would justify, not justify your research, why not? You get the information, of course, acknowledge the author to prevent from plagiarism. Yes, that's the most important thing. Even if that is 2021 or previous, a long time ago, but if that would justify, if that would help to prove, and you cannot find anymore the current, meaning you are the next researcher to improve that one. You can cite that one. Hypothesis, the null and the alternative, of course, you're familiar with this. What about operational definition of terms? What comes in your mind when you talk about operational definition of terms? Shermati, Osman. There's a wrong person here. Osman. Shermati, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the correction. Miss Osman. What do you mean by operational definition of terms? Mangupira mo. Yeah.
So, operational definition of terms, these are some of the significant terms or those that are not commonly used by the population. So, it needs to be emphasized in the study.
So as a researcher, you know what is best, no? You know what is the definition for this. As a researcher, you'll be the one to interpret it, no? Based on your study. Now, if you will use conceptual, meaning you will use like according to the author perceptions. But if, like for example, age, you will include age. Why does this age is included in my study? Now, you define. From your title, if there is a broad term or name or whatever it is that the reader cannot explain well or cannot understand what does it mean based on your title, you can also put that one in operational definition of terms to justify. This would mean in your study. Okay? Check your objectives. I just run through this one because you are done with this. Yes, I'm going on chapter 2.
Sir, but then should definition of terms be distinct from operational definitions? Because when it comes to definition of terms, I think this was the one defined by my classmate there. But when it comes to operational definitions, these pertains to your kind of variables, how you like operationalize them in order for them to be measurable. So that was, I think, that was really interesting back then in Sir Ron, because I argued that it was established clearly. Operational definition, how you make your variables measurable through quantitatively or qualitatively. And for definition of terms, these are terms that are either jargonized or regulated for the layman people, the layman, so that they can understand. So but here, when I undergo so by siya, like operational definition of terms. So it confused me. So maybe like that may not good, like do we like operationalize everything in terms of definition? So yeah, para operational definition, you focus your variables. You operationalize the definition of terms. You get for example from your studies that are terms that are not yet familiar, especially to the layman's.
Aside from that, of course, you emphasize what is this variable means actually. So it doesn't mean, so like for example, there are terms, like when you look at the Webster dictionary, they will define, that is conceptual definition of terms by concept, because you will get that information, it could be by a book or an article. In operational definition terms is more on what is inside now. That are, it could be jargon, words, it could be related to your study, then it needs to be expound. What does it mean? To support your study. So I don't know kung kalimutan na. So, most probably, just a simple description. So, example, you are pertaining to age. So, you only put that one in the inclusion-exclusion criteria already. But then, there are things that you need to explain further. Why you included age in the definition of terms, in operational definition of terms. Why this is important. Okay? So, this time, since we are done, and I will continue this one next meeting. Okay, I have an assignment now. So, I want everybody to please stand. Are you familiar with the boat is sinking? Group yourselves into. But this time, you will go to your original group in research. Ha? Okay. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 5. Look for your numbers. 5. Go to your group now. Ready? 1, 2, 5. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 10. And numbers. Seven, 8, 9, 10. We got 11 groups. Okay, go to your group now. Group 1 here. Group 2, in the center. Group 3 on the side. Go to your group. Okay, in a one sheet of paper, you will answer this one. Okay, I will send this one in your GC so that it will be. Let's see. Just that you have fun again. You will submit this one by tomorrow, but just group among yourselves, because this is an assignment activity. Okay, just get that one. Then I will send this one because I don't have internet right now. I will share this one. Okay? So please sit down and give me the list of names of your members in a piece of paper. One half crosswise. And then